A man that can control the world finds out some of his subjects are treated badly. This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
To all concerned parties. From your Lord and Master. Subject: Patricia Avagian needs a job driving a bus in Fairbanks, Alaska. Just so we're clear, this is a punishment to my former head of household, and it should not be a pleasant job. I have my reasons. See, as you all know, I have command over the entire world. But there are still assholes out there. After whatever that green goop was that landed on me from a swirling vortex in the middle of the sky happened, I found that everyone in the world eagerly wanted to obey and do anything I wanted. Given my previous introvert status, I freaked out. I knew I wasn't smart enough to have that kind of responsibility, so I let you all have your own autonomy. Mostly, what I did want was beachfront property in Hawaii, loads of sexy female servants to take care of things, and lots of stimulating women to have sex with. Despite not going out much, I wanted the freedom to do what I want when I want. I tasked some people to make my desires happen. They did. And I was content with the dozens of sensual model-like women that were naked almost all the time at my place. They were taking care of the grounds, cooking food, attending the mansion, and making sure my every desire was fulfilled. I also made sure these women were changed out every few weeks to ensure they wouldn't abandon their lives entirely. This is where I dropped the ball since I entrusted this task to someone else. Oops. I didn't even ask how all these women got to the island. I didn't ask if the women were taken care of. I just knew they were there, and that was enough for me to not ask questions. One day I realized I'd become fat and lazy. When you realize you need the next size larger in underwear, it is time to make a change. I made sure to start exercising and eating better, and tasked my slaves to make this happen. Months later, I had dropped a lot of weight and had to start some muscles going. My trainer, the only one that can talk to me like I'm a small child, told me that I will start jogging too. I hate jogging. I always hurt my ankles. I was assured that with my weight loss, my ankles would be just fine or the least of my worries. While trying to figure out a good jogging path, I went past a shipping container on the dock. I paused. Why was there a rusty shipping container on the dock? Then I asked what was in it. My head of the household, Patricia Avagian, said there had been a storm in the ocean, and the swapping of shipping containers was delayed. That didn't answer my question. I had the container open before me. Dozens of naked women that had spent the last 2 weeks on the island were crammed in the stuffy and hot metal box. They had been in there for nearly a day, with no food, water, or ability to use the bathroom. Unknown to me, Patricia had been shipping in food and fresh women in shipping containers bi-weekly. Of course, the women stuffed in those containers didn't care as long as they got to serve me. I cared. I care what happens to the women that serve and fuck me. I commanded the now former head of household, Patricia Avagian, to become a low-level bus driver in Alaska, anywhere that will hire her. I made sure every woman that had been in that shipping container was made comfortable, cleaned up, fed, hydrated, and could wait for their replacement in comfort around or in my mansion. I got a hold of the boat coming in and immediately had them open the shipping container they were hulling and let the women out. Thankfully, I called since 2 had passed out from dehydration. I may have command over every man, woman, and child in the whole world. I may have sex with the world's most beautiful women at any time I feel like it. This may sound bad, but I'm not an asshole to other people. Except for one. I'm having Patricia go from tropical paradise to frozen wasteland as punishment for being an asshole, even if she thought she was doing the right thing by me.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.